We are back in the shop on a snow day, and we're going to put this bearing into the engine. The precious, precious bearing. We actually had it manufactured. We were having trouble finding it. That crank was worked down and I couldn't find some. My supplier found it and she was brand new according to spec. This engine's together. The piston is in. This number 5 we've got to work on, but we just have the oil pan on with 2 bolts. We're going to drop that down. Piston is in the right direction. The rod bolts are protected with some hose so it doesn't damage or scar anything. We're just going to drop this down and then insert the bearing on the top of the rod and then on the cap and put it together. And we're going to use plastic gauge. Where's that plastic gauge? There's the plastic gauge. So our clearance is, what's our clearance? I think it's like 1.5 thousandths or 2 thousandths clearance on the rod bearing. Yeah, rod bearing clearance 2 thousandths. So I bought a plastic gauge that shows what is this one? 1 thousandths to 3 thousandths of an inch. So we're going to measure this new bearing just to make sure it fits the rod, because my machinist supplied me the bearings that was correct. And this is new. We've got to double check. Oh, you're getting stuck.
What do we do now?
Here, hold that up so she can get out, and then we'll just drop that to the floor. Okay, hold that.
Where's the
right there's the bearing.
where's the
Lube, don't put the lube on that side.
Yeah.
Put it on the bearing. Lube's right there. Let's get a clean cloth and just give that a wipe before we put it in.
Yeah, can you grab one?
Fitzy snitzies.
Nice. Now let's wipe the inside of the bearing just to make sure there's no crud in there.
Wait, Dad. This one's got the hole. Do they both have the hole?
They both.
Okay.
Better check the other one to see if it does.
Okay,
It's kind of awkward to put a bearing on this way. The rod.
Where's it at? Here?
Yeah, I have these hoses on the bolt so I don't damage the actual crank. I can't get them off because they're so tight.
Oh, that's a problem.
Wait, okay. Precious, so precious. Can't believe how a bearing can be so precious.
My precious.
Okay, let's inspect here. So that looks good. That looks good. The hole's in the right direction, so there's a little hole there in the rod that points towards the cam. That's to lubricate the cam. So now,
stuff on?
yeah, I'll put this in first and then we'll put the lubricant on. Then I'll get you guys to tighten down the bolts. I just want to do this part because it's so damn awkward. So then I'll let you guys tighten it.
Want me to show under?
Yeah. Let's see if I'm getting lubricant on this, on the crank. Lots of it. I'm going to pull this rod down slowly, carefully. Here, give me a little bit more of that lubricant. All right. Lube up the other side. Actually, no, we have to plastic gauge this. Don't put lubricant on it yet. And hand me that plastic gauge. Yeah, what we need is to cut about an inch. So we just want to take like about this much, just an inch.
Okay.
Are they in little pieces?
Yeah.
Not little pieces, but like. That's a piece.
Okay. Let's find scissors and we'll cut that right there. Where's the cap?
What even is that?
This is so what this is it's a gauge to tell us the clearance of the bearing and the rod. So we put this plastic in here, and then we tighten up this onto the bottom, and it smushes the plastic. It'll only smush it so far. Is there more? Yeah. And then we measure the smush to the gauge here to see what if it's 1/1000, or 2,000, or 3,000 of an inch. Hand me some scissors. There's some in the drawer. First time I've ever used this stuff though.
Old and new stuff.
This is okay. We got to make sure that we don't lose this either. We'll put this in Adam's desk after we're done. Okay, so that's there. So what we want to do now is you're going to hand me this, and then we're going to tighten down the nuts to torque them to.
Here, I'll wipe this down one more time. Or does that matter?
No, that's good. We got to leave the plastic on there.
Yeah.
Can you set that torque wrench to 50? Okay, the nuts, please.
Do you have the lock inside?
Yeah, we're gonna tighten it up just like if we were gonna put it together, and then we take it apart to measure the tolerance. Okay, that's good. You're good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's measure this. Oh my goodness.
Let me see it.
It like fell apart.
Okay, so what's happened now is the bearing is now squeezed, and it squeezed that little piece of plastic, and we're going to measure it now with our gauge. So we are looking at 1.5 clearance, which is good. That's 2, that's 1.5. It's not 3. No, it's not 1. That would be 3. That would be 2. That's 1.5. That's 1. So we are good.
Do we wash it off?
Yeah, so we'll wipe that down, and then we'll put it back in. And I'll take it off the crank.
How do I get this off?
Just wipe, give it a really good, really good wipe.
There we go.
Do we have those safety glasses with the bifocals?
Nerd alert.
Now I got my safety glasses with my bifocals. I can see. Can you hand me this plastic gauge? We'll measure it on the crank. So bring it in here, Leah. And I'll take this. I'll see if I can get it in place. Showing the crank. So we're looking at 1.5 on the crank. Can I have that cloth and I'll wipe the crank down? Hand on that, Charlie. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's a minute. The other one. Okay. Okay, we'll go back. Then we'll take it right to 50 pounds. Where are you? There you go. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do it again. And again. Good. Cut. All right, we're going to find compression on number 1 cylinder. So kind of hold that and just watch. I'm going to go around again. Charlie, tell me when it comes back around again, okay? And tell me when you get compression. Yeah, got it? Okay. So with the flashlight, take a look, and that notch we put on that pulley, we want that notch to be right on that point.
Like this.
There's a notch here,
Yeah,
right there, and we want to be in line with this point here.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna move this.
Yeah. So tell me when that gets right up to the exact top.
About there, yeah.
There. Okay, and then we're going to back it off to
Wait, is this supposed to be this point or this point?
this tall point. This point used to come all the way out to here, so we knew it exactly, but we couldn't get this belt on then, so I had to grind it down. So we're going to estimate it to about that.
It's a little over rotated then.
Okay, so we
Does that
want,
matter?
yeah, no, we actually want the top to center to be right about here at the beginning of the stroke.
Okay.
Right there, okay? So I'm just going to move it backwards with the fan.
Yeah, there's.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, that gets us pretty close to our timing. Okay, so now before we time it, we are going
These are
to
notches, right?
fill the engine with oil. And I took the old oil pump, I ground off the gear. So we're going to put the old oil pump in, and we are going to then run this with a drill, and it's going to pressurize the system, fill everything up, all the galleys and everything will be full of oil, and we should be able to build some oil pressure here on the gauge. So we're going to run this on the drill. Oil pan is going on. Now we're going to put the old pump on. So I took the old pump and I ground down the gearing. That's what it looks like. I actually have a brand new oil pump coming. It's not in yet, so I'm going to use the old one for now. What we're going to do is put this in and hold that, and we're going to run the oil pump. Show me the top side. With a drill like this, and we're going to build oil pressure inside, fill the oil galleries, fill the filter, just make sure that oil flows where it's need to be flowing.
You're getting the video, eh?
Is it going in?
Yeah, I'm just finger tightening it first and then.
So the oil pan is on. We have the old pump on here, and we're just about to pour oil down and in. And then we're going to build oil pressure with this drill, just like this. Glug, glug, glug.
Why is it green?
This is braking oil. There's all the good stuff in there. High zinc, phosphorus, maximum protection for your engine.
Leaking on Leah.
We're going to build oil pressure. So what I want to have happen is that pump to start pumping it through, and it's going to fill up all the oil galleries, oil lines, and then it should start building pressure. Yeah, that'd be good. Right, boats a little higher. Oh, you know what? Okay, stop. We didn't prime the oil pump. We gotta take the oil pump off and fill it with oil. That's what's happening. I knew I was forgetting something. I knew it.
Take it off and put it back
Didn't sniff it out. I flushed out the fuel tank and cleaned out the fuel bowl. Put a fuel filter on, a brand new fuel line.
Oop,
Don't spill it. I'm down here.
I'm not spilling it.
Better damn well fill up here.
This thing has gas in it for how long?
It's been a while. Well, it's not old fuel in there, and for some reason it's still not coming out. What's going on here?
Shouldn't you have done that before I put this
Well, I did back pressure it and cleaned out the everything. So that is,
Smells like fuel.
yeah, the tank. I kind of rinsed the tank out a little bit too. Everything should be here. Hold this for a second. Why are you not? Always something. Let's get some oil pressure on that engine and we'll see. We'll come back to this. All right, now that we have the pump primed, now let's try that again. Run a nice, just kind of steady.
Oh, it's filling up this too.
Ha! There we go. Okay, now let's get that oil filter in. This filter was stock, actually. Hold that. The wrench, you got the wrench? All right. Okay, that goes on. Just make sure we have the thread started. Oh, yeah. Oh, did I put the gasket on?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay, just snug that up. Loosey goosey, tighty ready. Okay, it's good. All right, let's run that thing and get some pressure. Can I have that camera back? Keep a little bit of pressure, hold it up a bit, like that, just right there. Yeah. A little quicker. We should go up to 25. This will fill up. Pressure. I think it's time for me to get a new pressure gauge. There's no compression. And we're gonna check for spark. Just keep a watch to see if there's spark there. The battery's on. Turn it over. We don't have any fuel yet. We just want to get the spark. Distributor has been indexed and is pretty close. Drum roll.
Whoa. I don't think I see sparkles.
Ah, there's spark. Here, bring it over. Show the spark. Right, yeah, right there. Ready? Watch that fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was plugged. Here, come around to the other side. You can see from that shot.
Ready?
Okay. Bingo, bango. We got it. Okay, we're gonna pour that back in. That's still good fuel. We have spark. We have fuel to the carburetor. Oil. Power. Let's see if we can get something to fire here. Okay, you ready? Yeah. I'm nervous.
Drum roll.
Oh, I can't press the button. So count down to 3.
3,
2, 1.
I have to know how am I going to turn this off? So if I'm going to turn it off, it's here.
You just pull a spark plug.
Yeah, we'll just take off the positive.
Like if you didn't turn it
That's how I used to cut this video.
Okay,
Go.
so I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's put a little bit of choke on. Good. Is the choke right on?
That's all the way.
Take the choke off. Okay, when I say, okay. Wow!
It works. That was
That's
crazy.
good. What kind of oil pressure did you have there? We're going to start it up again and just watch to see what kind of oil pressure we have.
It went. Oh, that was nice.
Watch we want to build some oil pressure, so let me know what it is after it starts up again. Okay?
It's staying at 5. No higher, no lower.
We need a little bit higher than
Ooh, she's steaming.
More oil?
that. We need more oil pressure. Maybe it's the oil. All right. Can you turn it over, Charlie?
Yeah.
See if it builds pressure. Keep going. Good. All right, that's good. I just wanted to make the other oil gauge must have been wrecked. Yeah, oil pressure up to almost 40 there. Okay, let's try it again. you time it. There we go. That's where we want it right there.